So Guppedantha Prema is up for release and it marks your acting debut. So were you always fascinated by films?
Always. I don't remember even one day of my life where I have decided that I do not want to be an actress. So since I was exposed to films at a very young age. So I was not a kid who watched cartoons or animated stuff. I always watched films. So VTV chalta tha, MTV chalta tha, and all those kind of stuff. So I always knew that that is where I belong and that's what I want to do.
So which means you always dreamt about being in films. I also understand that you have a little connection with films. Your dad acted in films earlier.
Yeah.
So could you talk about?
My dad basically, his debut film was Dayavan, which was the remake of Naikan, the Tamil film with Kamal Hassan sir.
Right.
So he had a cameo role. It was a good role where he was Vinod Khanna sir's son. So that was his first film. And then later his solo debut was with Kimi Kadkar and Padmini Kolhapuri, and he was the main lead. So which was a very good break at that time. So he went on and he was a very good actor. He was really appreciated. And later he did Deewana Mujhse Nahi with Amir Khan and Madhuri Dixit as a parallel lead.
Wow.
But later he had a lot of responsibilities to, take care of, and his business, family business, and then he fell in love with my mom and he wanted to get married to her. So he then moved on from this industry and went into the family business.
Right.
So you say somewhere or the other the spark is there.
Right. So I understand your mom also has played a cameo in Guppedantha. So
Yeah, you can say that I'm debuting with my mom.
right.
Yeah, so this was actually a coincidence because she was all the time with me when you were doing the workshop and everything. So somewhere my director Garu Vinod sir, he noticed that chemistry. So he was like that, why bring another actor on board when we have such a good chemistry already happening?
Right.
So then he requested mom, and mom was reluctant at first, but then we all said no, you got to do it.
Right.
And she actually said yes, and she went ahead being my mom in the film.
Right. So does that feel special, acting, sharing the screen space?
It feels amazing. It feels very special. I feel very lucky because it's very rare that it happens.
Right.
You only see it with star kids and everything happening. But for me, as a first film, and then my mom being my mom on screen, it was a beautiful, because we didn't have to act. It was naturally whatever was coming.
Right.
If it was anger, or if it was love, or she's giving me some advice, it was very natural because that's how we are.
Right.
So it was a beautiful thing sharing my screen space with mom.
Right. So I learned that you come from a Rajput family. So
Yeah.
I've always heard that Rajputs are very conservative about at least their girl child and everything. But it didn't seem like when I met your mom. So was it easy for you to actually take the call about being in this industry?
The call was taken the day I was born, I think. My mom always wanted me to become an actress.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she always, you say na, a mother has an intuition when the child is born. So she always, and when I grew up also, she knew that, that is where my interests were. I wanted to learn Kathak, so I got into classical dancing, continued for 9 years.
Right.
Then I went on doing theatre.
Right.
There were school teachers who said that, oh, she's very good in acting, she's good on stage. So with time, she got more confident that, yeah, she's going to do it. And I don't think I had any restrictions or anything as such as far as this choice was concerned. It was always said, ke nahi, Aditi heroine banegi bas.
Right.
So it was always there.
So there were no acting lessons at all?
No, I wanted to get into acting lessons, but before I could, I did theatre, I did a few plays, and later when I wanted to get into a commercial acting school, how they have in Bombay, I got this offer.
Right.
So I was asked to come and audition and do a little, workshop with them. So I was like, yeah, why not? I might get something to learn very practically rather than, just going to a class and doing it.
Yeah.
So then I kept that idea on hold and I came here. And when I came here, so I felt that, acting is not something that someone can teach you. You can go, you can learn the basics, you can learn the rules and everything. But my father says that acting is not inherited, it's inherent. And it's given by God.
Interesting.
So that's what I believe. So the girls are sitting on 3-4 chairs and I'm sitting on one chair, and the director comes and he's like, chalo, start. So like, did you do it? So I was like, yes sir, I did. And I was really nervous. So they're okay, I gotta do this. So I sit and they're like, they're all chilled out. Okay, oh, she's not gonna do it. And I start. అసలు ఇది ఏంటో తెలుసా, టైం బాంబ్. చెవి దెరగపెట్టి గంటలు గంటలు మాట్లాడటం నీ బ్రెయిన్ని మైక్రోవేవ్ చేస్తుంది. దీనిలోని రేడియేషన్ అని నరనరాలలోకి రక్తకణాలని చంపుకుంటూ అప్పుడప్పుడు హెడేక్ వస్తుందా, ఇద్దరికి ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్ కన్ఫర్మ్. నెక్స్ట్ థుష్. అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫేస్ వర్ లైక్, what just happened? Who spoke?